I was live streaming in a suggestive maid outfit in the dorm, doing my usual risque routine. Mid-hip sway. Jason Mitchell, the campus heartthrob fresh from his shower, suddenly pulled me into a kiss. That wiggle is so damn hot. He murmured against my lips. Couldn't help myself. Do you ever consider the consequences of doing this daily in our shared space? His gaze flicked to my phone as chat messages exploded across the screen. My face burned crimson, both from embarrassment and the lingering warmth of his lips. Oh shit. You're still broadcasting. His perfect features filled the frame as he leaned closer. Better end the stream. What comes next isn't viewer-friendly. His thumb brushed my lower lip. Be good and help me with... This wasn't part of my PG-13 content. All I did was wear this revealing outfit with cat ears and a bell collar while doing sexy dance moves. Since when did male dorms become this dangerous? Maybe I should have chosen the girls' dorm after all. Tears welled up as I sniffled. Now I'd become some sort of boy-girl hybrid. Flashback 10 minutes. My usual setup with phone tripod. Streaming my signature twerk for tips routine. This side hustle had me convinced I was born for cheek-clapping content. The door creaked open mid-performance. Spotting Jason. I shifted my phone to give him space. My 7 p.m. streams were dorm lore by now. My roommates barely batted an eye at my antics. He brushed past toward the shower, his broad shoulders accidentally entering frame despite my careful positioning. Chat erupted. Who's that snack? Show us your roommate. Negotiate a collab. Not happening. I panted between hip circles. We're basically strangers. The words barely left my lips when strong arms circled my waist. My screen showed 2 figures now. Before I could react, Jason spun me around and crashed his mouth onto mine. Told you that ass was lethal. He growled when we broke apart. You really think there'd be no repercussions? The live chat went nuclear. My lips trembled, cherry red and swollen. Dude, since when are we on kissing terms? My subscribers would flee if they thought I was taken. My luck got literally kissed away. False alarm, everyone. I frantically waved at the camera. Total strangers. Zero chemistry here. Jason smirked, fully facing the lens now. He drawled without remorse. Forgot we had an audience. Right. Now you remember I'm a streamer? Regretting it? Get the hell away from me. It was just a kiss. I'll come up with an excuse to salvage this. Maybe say our dorm's super chill. We all kiss each other casually. Just as I opened my mouth, Jason shoved my face into his pecs. And the stream. What happens next isn't broadcast material. Be good. Help me unbutton my pants. That's when Matt walked in. No way to talk myself out of this. I slammed the live stream shut. Sabotaging my income's like murdering my parents. What did I ever do to you? My nose brushed against his chest. Wait, why's the alcohol smell so strong? Looking up, I saw Jason flushed and reeking of liquor. Please help. Can't undo my belt. Gotta piss. How much did you drink? The guy was clearly wasted. Forget arguing about the kiss. I dropped to my knees, fingers fumbling with his waistband. His emergency took priority. Sweat beaded on his forehead. 5 minutes later, I snapped. Did you fucking padlock these pants? Hurry, Jason braced against the wall, face crimson, looking ready to burst. Letting this Adonis wet himself felt criminal. We're dorm mates, after all. Seeing his agony, I went nuclear. I'll bite it open. Just as my teeth bared, the door crashed open. Camera-ready tableau, my maid uniform slipping off one shoulder, crouched disheveled before Jason's crotch. Him trembling with restraint, veins popping on his forearm. 4 roommates froze mid-step. They'd later tell my fans in interviews, walked in seeing Evan on his knees, mouth wide open. Yep, exactly like that. Couldn't leave or spontaneously combust. Still slap ourselves at 3 a.m. for interrupting. Next morning, my bunkmates wouldn't meet my eyes. The moment they left the dorm, I bolted to the bathroom mirror. Smacked right into Jason emerging from the stall. His expression glacial. Looked sober now. His gaze dropped to my lips. Your mouth. My heart pounded. I quickly covered my mouth. What are you doing? Trying to kiss me again? What? Jason frowned, meeting my eyes properly. Your lips are all chapped. No shit. That's what happens when you go at someone like a rabid dog. And your eyes are bloodshot. Cried all night because some drunk idiot wouldn't stop mauling me. What did you expect? I ducked around him toward the sinks. He blocked my path in 2 strides. Fishing out the gym shorts he'd worn post-shower yesterday, Jason demanded, "Evan, I was wasted last night. You're always streaming in the dorm. Did you see how my drawstring got this?" The white drawstring was shredded unevenly. Definitely not scissor cut. Hell. 6 guys in this dorm and we can't scrounge up 1 pair of scissors. Jason narrowed his eyes. Did a stray get in here? Looks like something gnawed through this. I'd freed him last night. Just not with my teeth. Used nail clippers. I admitted. After the others arrived, I'd shoved him into the bathroom. Seeing our roommate sobered me up enough to remember the clippers in my desk. Tiny blades versus thick knotted cord. Left it looking like a beaver went to town. Instead he demanded, "Why were you cutting my pants?" "You begged me. Couldn't undo the knot. Said you'd wet yourself if I didn't help." "Wait, you didn't remember? You seriously don't recall?" Jason shook his head. Relief flooded me. Good. Drunken probably confused me with someone else. Let this disaster die. Abandoning the mirror, I turned toward the door. The knob turned halfway before Jason slammed it shut, leaning against the wood. My heart went triple time. He studied my mouth. Brow furrowed. "You were streaming when I got back. Didn't do anything messed up, right? I mean, I've always... Nothing happened. Always what?" He kept staring at my lips, and I was terrified he might remember something. I quickly stuck out my tongue to cover the raw spot on my mouth. Jason's eyes widened. Only then did I realize sticking out my tongue might look like I was either challenging him or acting cute. I hastily retracted it. Jason watched me swallow hard, his expression tight with restraint. "Always been really curious about you." "Curious about me?" Jason and I barely knew each other. In the dorm, he barely spoke to anyone. The guy was ice cold through and through. And he's curious about me? Holy shit. What kind of twisted show was this? Curious about what? I genuinely couldn't figure it out. Aside from being good at teasing boundaries online, I was basically useless. "Evan. Yeah. Do you stick your tongue out like that during your live streams too?" What kind of question was that? I've always wondered why you do those streams. Are you that desperate for money? Obviously. My dad gambles. Mom's sick. Siblings are still in high school. I'm the only breadwinner. Jason's expression tightened. Never heard you mention this before. Nobody ever asked. He pressed his lips into a thin line. Could you stop streaming those dances? I've got money. Dance for me privately. I'll pay you. Offline tipping? Sounded sketchy as hell. I pictured the scene: stone-faced Jason watching me twerk in fuzzy whitetail accessories while throwing $3,000 bills at my face. $6,000 would be 20 carnival gifts. Kinda tempting. But creepy. The guy never even smiled. Having him stare at me doing slutty dances would be nightmare fuel. Thanks. But I'm good making my own money. Total lie. My income stream dried up overnight. Not making a single cent now. Couldn't even open my TikTok account, probably flooded with hate. All my sugar daddies/mommies ghosted me. Who knew my downfall would come this fast? Genius move uninstalling the app though. Outran the cyberbullies like a pro. Now I stood sweating under the noon sun, handing out flyers on campus. My new gig was painfully wholesome. Though everyone taking these leaflets kept giving me the weirdest looks. Are you that guy who posted flirty content? The man smirked. Once you start doing this kind of work, there's no going back. Their laughter felt unnerving. 3 back-to-back calls drained me: hospital bills, school fees, debt collectors. My daily gig flyers money wouldn't cover this. Slumping back to the dorm, I grabbed my laundry basket. Jason blocked my path to the washroom. I'm actually loaded, he declared. Punchable offense. Nothing worse than wealth flaunters when you're drowning in problems. This prick really needed his teeth rearranged. A white dress shirt landed in my basket. $500 per wash. My eyes widened. You got it? Bro. Where are your boxers at? His smirk deepened. $1,000 for underwear. And wash only. Deal. Absolutely. I'll scrub those briefs till they sparkle. Never met a rich idiot this gullible. Our transactional roommate bond blossomed. Daily, I'd wash, dry, press, and fold Jason's clothes. Became obsessive about plucking off every fuzzball from his socks. Couldn't risk losing this cash cow. Secretly relieved he didn't remember our drunken hookup. Awkwardness would have ruined this sweet gig. Roommates watched my domestic diligence. Later interviews revealed their observations. Evan's wife material? Honestly. Such homemaker energy. He hand scrubs Jason's briefs daily. Marry this man. Makes Jason change underwear thrice daily for more laundry. Not cleanliness, dude's just greedy. My golden days ended abruptly. Strangely, though I quit streaming. Campus stares multiplied. Girls squealed and scattered when Jason and I walked together. My live streaming room had barely hit double-digit viewers before quitting. Weird. Still hustling with flyers at the field? A girl tapped my shoulder giggling. So you like guys? The hell. I don't. She had just left when someone tapped my shoulder again. I really don't like guys. Jason? What's with that expression? So conflicted. Jason raised his phone in front of me. The gossip account's video showed him kissing me, shirtless, arms wrapped around my waist. Danced too damn sexy. Couldn't help myself. I froze. The phone kept looping. Danced too damn sexy. Couldn't help myself. Danced too damn sexy. Couldn't help myself. Danced too damn sexy. Couldn't help myself. Jason pressed closer with stormy eyes. Evan, you said nothing happened between us? The footage of our lips colliding played on repeat. Caught red-handed. Meeting his icy stare. I shrugged with forced nonchalance. Awkward much? I chirped in a tone straight out of cheesy sitcom, reaching to black out his screen. Silence finally fell. Two girls passing by nudged each other. Isn't that the twink who got tongue wrestled for dancing like a stripper? Holy shit. The muscle daddy's even hotter in person. Bet the little slut could barely walk next morning. Jason's chiseled face invaded my space. I backpedaled fast. Didn't mean to keep it from you. Drunk hookups happen, no hard feelings. I'll make the gossip pages take it down. How was I? My kissing technique. Definitely heard that right. One word answer. Don't remember. Was tipsy too. Blanked out. Only Jason could discuss this without blushing. Just recalling it made my knees weak. I blurted random nonsense. Fine. His jaw tightened as he wheeled toward the cafeteria. I trailed behind. We'd been eating together constantly lately. The silence thickened until he snapped near the dining hall entrance. Stop following me. Guess my part-time gig as his fake boyfriend's toast. Got it. I'll vanish. I paused to consider which direction to head. And Jason stopped too. He turned to finish his sentence to the girl trailing behind us. Stop following us. The girl had been holding up her phone pointed at us, but hastily stuffed it into her jeans pocket when we turned, offering an awkward smile. The cafeteria line felt increasingly crowded with stares. Aren't those two from the campus confession page? Why were they looking? Evan and I simultaneously pulled up the school's social media page to find a candid shot of our backs, clearly taken by that girl earlier. The caption gushed, finally saw them in person. Even hotter IRL. Jason stared at the photo for an uncomfortably long moment before screenshotting it. Shit. He's preserving evidence to sue her for defamation. Jason was pissed. Panic set in. Better quit as his laundry assistant before he fires me. Strike first. I'm done washing your clothes. Consider this my resignation. Newly unemployed. I returned to streaming risque content. If I shook my ass hard enough, maybe viewers would forget the scandal. I slipped into sheer mesh. Strapped on a leather muzzle and collar. Admiring my reflection. Damn. I look feral. My roommates shrieked when they saw my outfit. Evan? Did Jason dump you? Yeah. Why were you thirst trapping if you're taken? I blinked. Taken by who? Jason. Everyone knows you've been dating. You literally hand wash his boxers. What the actual hell? Two guys dating? I tried explaining. He pays me. So he's your sugar daddy? It's not like that. My weak defense only dug the grave deeper. Alone again. I began my most provocative stream yet. My secondary phone blew up with Jason's calls mid-broadcast. Can't answer during live shows. I declined and cranked up the heat, twisting into impossible poses while pleading, guys, last week was all a misunderstanding. Just as some viewers started buying it, Jason entered the chat. Why do you always dress like this when we fight? Baby? The comments exploded. Hubby's here. Welcome, Mr. Mitchell. Go home with your man already, you drama queen. President? The young master can't help but do those suggestive streams again. What did Jason mean by that? I immediately ended my live stream and rushed to confront him. Why did you set me up? Why did you call me baby? We'd gotten closer recently, but not that close. The girls nearby squealed, "Oh my God. Their faces are so close. They're totally shipping material. Did he just call him baby? They look perfect together." Jason glanced at them before calmly telling me, "At this point, you'll have to play along." "What's that supposed to mean? Don't you want to make money?" My phone buzzed with payment reminders for my credit card bills. Jason continued, "If we pretend to be a couple on stream, we'll make bank." Pretend to what? Tofu? Sure. Why not? Only later did I realize he didn't mean selling tofu. The dude meant eating my tofu instead. As a straight guy, I knew nothing about fan service shipping content. But cash rules everything. Jason said to just follow his lead. I nodded. He started ruffling my hair on stream. We held hands live. We hugged for the cameras. Viewership skyrocketed to 2,000. Excited, I literally rolled around in Jason's arms howling like a monkey. Then right before ending stream, he kissed me on camera. Smack. I froze, shoving him away. You're sober. Why'd you kiss me? Jason remained unfazed. Gotta make it look real for the shippers. Who'd believe fake kisses? Watching our earnings spike, I had an epiphany. So this is fan service shipping. Freaking genius. I took the plunge, transitioning from suggestive streams to full-on shipping content. These days, I maintain distance off-stream but instantly transform when cameras roll, plopping onto Jason's lap. Jason nuzzled my cheek while telling viewers, though Evan and I didn't talk much in the dorm, I've noticed him for ages. I've always liked him. You just never knew. Every time he did those risque dances, I'd barely contain myself, went through bedsheets like crazy. Now that I can kiss him daily, I can't get enough. The guy's smooth. After stream, I patted his shoulder. You're a legend, bro. That acting's Oscar-worthy. Our collaboration's been flawless. Everything's been fine lately except for one small issue. We agreed to act like normal bros off-stream. Keep up appearances on camera. Drop the act afterward. So why did Jason grab my hand in public after logging off? Then squeezed my waist? Kissed me? And even, during lunch in the cafeteria? While waiting in line, girls ahead kept giggling and glancing at me. OMG, he's adorable. I've seen his clips. Ugh, seeing such a cutie makes me so frustrated. When will I grow one? Even girls want to pamper him. Just buy a fake. Jason, overhearing this? Suddenly our fingers interlocked. I mumbled, we're not streaming. You don't have to hold hands. His eyes darkened. People are watching. If I don't, they'll doubt you're gay. Your image is at stake. That serious? Fine. I leaned into his arm obediently. At an intercollegiate basketball game, some jock complimented my white socks. Jason immediately wrapped around me, kneading my waist through my jersey. Confused, I squirmed. He soothed. Audience present. They need to see us being affectionate. Nodding, I let him slip his hand under my shirt. My waist ached from all the groping. Jason's blending off-camera behavior with on-camera acts. He keeps kissing me randomly post-stream, quick pecks delivered stone-faced like it's nothing. When confronted, he'd point vaguely. Gotta look couple Y. People watching. Where? I'd ask, only for him to drag me away. Stop staring. Not embarrassed? Whatever. Perform on stream. Perform in public. Exhausting. My only downtime's in the dorm. Then at 2 a.m., Jason climbed into my bunk. I flattened against the wall. Hell no. Tell me there's no audience now? There is. The hell. He deadpanned. Our 4 roommates count. They're practically family. Exactly. If they leak rumors about us fighting, our credibility's toast. Want to tank the channel? Can't argue. But why's he cuddling me to sleep then? Still clinging so tight? Feels weird. I frowned. Jason, they can't see whether you're holding me or not. No need to act so committed. Jason's chin lingered against my neck before reluctantly pulling away. His expression remained neutral. Forgot. Whatever. I scooted my butt back, plastering myself against the wall like human wallpaper. The cold surface against my spine somehow felt reassuring, like some kind of protective barrier. Around 2 o'clock in the morning, I started roasting alive with something sandpapery rubbing against my skin. Woke up to find Jason Octopus wrapped around me, sleep wriggling like a damn caterpillar. Dude, are you trying to become a human pretzel? I had to shove him awake to escape the chokehold. Next night, Jason crawled into my bed again. Mid-lecture about personal space and overheating, he already snored against my chest. I pushed with all my might. Guy slept like a coma patient. Exhausted, I flopped over and surrendered. Didn't notice Jason's faintly trembling eyelashes as he pretended to sleep. After a week, I stopped resisting. What's the point when he's built like a linebacker? Little extra warmth never killed anyone. Our shipping act kept gaining traction, livestream viewers stabilized at 10,000. Roommates played along, spreading rumors we were practically glued together. From their perspective, we were. Jason nuzzled my hair as I scrolled TikTok in his arms. Evan, he murmured, fingers threading through my bedhead. Need to tell you something. Spill. Valentine's tomorrow. Wanna ask someone out? No way. I popped my head up, eyes sparkling. Me too. His hopeful gaze turned shy. Me? We're stuck together 24/7 already. Need breathing room. The instant my words landed, his face iced over. So you're tired of me? Who then? Blind date my aunt set up. I hopped off the mattress laughing. He grabbed my wrist, horrified. You're dating? Sec. I stuck out my tongue. Jason exhaled sharply. You scared me. I thought you were actually going to ask someone out. Actually, I am. But it's not a blind date. Just a girlfriend. I adjusted my hair in the mirror. My childhood neighbor Emily. She was the prettiest girl on our block. My aunt mentioned she might have had a crush on me back then. Thought I'd see if there's still a chance. Jason struggled to keep a straight face. Are you cheating? Don't be ridiculous. I grabbed my jacket. This whole thing between us is fake. Remember? Did you forget we're just acting? The next morning, Jason pinned me against the doorframe before I could leave, nearly messing up my styled hair. Easy there. I got a date today. Don't wrinkle my clothes. As I smoothed my shirt, I noticed Jason's stormy expression. His eyes burned dangerously. You're really going through with this? I can't cancel last minute. He pressed closer until our noses almost touched. Meeting childhood neighbors is one thing, but today's Valentine's Day, even better. I grinned. If things work out, our anniversary would fall on Valentine's. Easy to remember. Emily and I could, hey, why are your eyes getting all bloodshot? Didn't sleep well? I didn't sleep at all. What? Not tired? I asked breezily. Don't you have plans too? My plans? He trapped my wrists above my head against the door. You'd kiss anyone for money? Wouldn't you? I smirked. What else? Two guys kissing. It's not like we do it for fun. So you'd agree if anyone made that offer? Depends. Studying Jason's handsome face, I considered how his looks made it more bearable. Though with enough cash. I chuckled imagining the possibilities. Depends on the price. Jason released me abruptly, storming away like his back was on fire. Emily looked even more stunning than I remembered. For our Valentine's date, we shopped, dined at bistros, and laughed over afternoon tea, a welcome break from my usual act. Wondering how Jason's own date went, I texted him but got no reply. Scrolling through his TikTok later, I found his latest video flooded with fans asking about our non-existent Valentine's plans. I texted Jason. The fans are asking, play it smart and let's get our story straight. He replied to a trending comment, we broke up. What? I confronted him. He answered, you've made enough money. No need to keep pretending. Truth is, I'd banked serious cash during our arrangement, enough to coast without work for ages. Fans flooded our group chat tagging me nonstop. Emily fed me a bite of cake. What's wrong? She wiped strawberry frosting from my lips. Snapping back to reality, I typed in the chat, yeah, mutual split. Contract terminated. Ever since bonding with Emily, we've been texting constantly. Each time I looked up from my phone, Jason would be staring at me across the dorm, silent. Now that we weren't partnered, no more joint streams or forced post-live stream cuddles. By day 3, I was bored out of my damn mind. Hanging with Jason 24/7 used to make time fly. Why did everything feel so empty now? One rainy evening, I fired up my stream. Draped silver chains over my ears and neck, biting a metallic thread between my teeth as I swayed in the dorm. If life's this dull, might as well hustle for cash. Who says no to more money? Jason's face that night matched the storm clouds outside, thunderous. Emily kept scheduling more hangouts. Weekdays meant dorm streams, weekends meant Emily time. At our first movie date, the cashier pitched a couples combo. Emily grabbed my hand. Weird. We'd been getting along great. So why did her touch leave me cold? When Jason used to hold my hand, my heart would race like crazy, cheeks burning. Months with Emily and I've never once wanted to kiss her. Yet one glance at Jason's face makes me wonder how his lips would feel. Wait, could it be? Connecting the dots. All signs point to, holy shit. Am I actually gay? No way I'm leading Emily on like this. I tried pulling back, but she tightened her grip, lifting our clasped hands toward the cashier, determination blazing in her eyes. I shook my head frantically. No. Emily, listen to me, I want the bestie special. Her determined gaze locked on me. Sis, what exactly did you want me to hear? Listen, thank you for being my friend. So she's been treating me like her gay BFF all along. Why didn't you say something sooner? I thought when you kept asking me out lately. Emily tapped her phone screen and slapped my back. You think I live under a rock? You've been moping over your breakup. This is my intervention, food therapy. We're sisters. Afterwards, Emily wanted to try my campus dining hall's pork trotter rice. She clung to my arm with exaggerated sisterly affection all the way back to school. Then we ran into Jason at the cafeteria entrance. I shoved Emily away instinctively. No idea why, Emily's my ride. But Jason's glacial stare always turns my bones to ice. The way his eyes cut through me. Cold sweat. Every single time. Here's the deal, arm in arm with me? Free. Arm in arm with me in Jason's line of sight? That'll cost extra. Since realizing I might be bi, things got weird. During livestream battles, when female streamers lost punishments and danced. But male streamers? Instant thirst trap. That's when my top donor slid into my DMs. We'd barely chatted a week before he asked to meet up. Don't worry, he said. I won't try anything. I played dumb. What wouldn't you try? He texted back laughing. So cheeky. I immediately screenshot our convo from my fan group. Meeting my sugar daddy? He wasn't amused. This should stay between us. Next time. I promised. Our date became a TED Talk, life philosophies, geopolitics, constellations. Then he confessed his feelings. At the bar. His palm crept over mine. When he tried wrapping an arm around my waist, I flinched away. Maybe the liquor flipped a switch. He lunged, eyes wild. What's with the dodging? You think I can't tell you're pulling away? I nodded. His fingers hooked my belt loop. Don't play hard to get. Let's be real, I knew what this meetup implied. Ever since my bi-awakening, I'd been stealing glances at Jason in our dorm. Jason, the guy who helped me through hell last semester. How could I tarnish that brotherhood with these thoughts? He cut ties clean after helping me. Yet here I am. So, I thought maybe other guys could replace this ache. But I just can't stand having my top tipper touch me. The guy wasn't even old, decent looking even. The spoiled rich kid type who probably had girls lining up for him. Sorry? I'm just not feeling it, I said, confused by my own reactions. No spark with women. No spark with men either. What am I? A dog? Do I crave garbage? He slammed a black card on the table, leaning in until his breath hit my face. I've got money. Still nothing? When I shook my head, he produced another card, eyes turning vicious. 2 cards. Still nothing? Another headshake made him slam a third onto the wood. 3. By the time 10 glossy cards littered the surface, my neck was sore from shaking. He shoved me against the table, snarling, "You've got expensive taste, brat." Not about the money, I croaked. His fingers dug into my jaw as he blew smoke into my eyes. Drop the act. Coughing. I felt his grip shift to my throat. Weren't you begging for this during your streams? Couldn't wait to get laid by me? His palm slid under my shirt, kneading my hip before groping my ass. Dance. Do that little show live for me. Make it good, and maybe I'll take you upstairs. I twisted free, but escape was impossible. He outweighed me by 30 pounds, and this was his family's bar. Every bouncer here answered to him. Pinned against the leather booth, I shuddered as his hands roamed my waist. Funny, when Jason touched me there during our fake dates, I hadn't minded at all. Money used to be enough. Now I realized some luxuries weren't worth the price. He flipped me onto the couch cushions, whiskey breath mouth hovering near my ear. When a staff member tried warning him about other patrons, he hurled the stack of cards at the man's face. Clear the fucking place. I'm taking him now. His belt clinked open. I braced for the worst, until a bottle shattered across his knuckles. Motherf. He recoiled, clutching his hand, tears blurring my vision. I turned to see Jason storming through the wreckage of tables, face like Arctic granite. His boyfriend? Jason stated. The top tipper barked a laugh. Evan's ex? What are you doing here after the breakup? We're back together. Bullshit. Evan never mentioned you. I'd never been more grateful for Jason's quick thinking. I played along with his act. We made up. I forgot to tell you. Were you trying to kid? The top donor ground his teeth. Your acting sucks. He then turned and snapped at Jason. We're closed. Get out. He threw a black card that landed at Jason's feet. Pick it up and scram. We're not open today. Nobody ruins my mood. I got money to burn. Shit. That was $500,000. Even if Jason wanted to save me, any normal person would hesitate when tempted like this. Walk out of this bar with $5 million? Isn't this everyone's fantasy of being buried in cash? My heart sank. Tonight's really the night I lose my virginity. Jason stepped on the 7-figure card with his designer loafers. His icy gaze held contempt. Funny. I'm loaded too. Suddenly a squad of black-suited bodyguards materialized behind him. Jason glanced sideways and uttered one calm command, trash the place. I never found out how much Jason paid in damages, but that big spender never came after me again. Trailing behind Jason with my face burning, I stammered, Thanks, for what? For pretending to be my boyfriend? Saying we reconciled? Getting me out of there? He turned. Now that I've publicly announced it, don't you think the whole campus will be buzzing about our reconciliation by morning? Internet rumors spread like wildfire. Yeah. I mumbled. Jason offered his arm. Then should we keep up appearances? Keep up? We've got an audience. Without checking if anyone was actually watching, I blushingly took his hand. Surprisingly, I didn't mind holding hands with him at all. Not just didn't mind. Felt nice? His palm was warm. We walked in charged silence, our footsteps gradually veering off the path back to campus. When I finally looked up, we stood beneath a hotel marquee. Past curfew. We'll stay here tonight. Jason pulled out his ID to book rooms. I froze, tugging his sleeve. I whispered urgently, someone's watching. Isn't 2 rooms a bit much? We're minor influencers now, wouldn't looking freshly reconciled but sleeping separately seem off? Right. Bad optics. Jason turned back to the front desk. 1 room. He'd always held me while sleeping before, but tonight Jason wedged a pillow between us. I shivered under the covers. Feel how cold it is tonight? He shot me a deadpan look. What are you scheming? Maybe if we pressed closer? Before I could suggest it, Jason demanded, why'd you keep streaming thirst traps after getting together with her? With who? Your childhood sweetheart. Realization hit, that awkwardness when he'd seen us arm in arm last week. Total misunderstanding. Emily just sees me as one of the girls. Girls? Jason's gaze sharpened, leaning in until our noses almost touched. You're gay? Yes, I am. It had only recently clicked. Zero attraction to women. The barrier pillow went flying as Jason hauled me against him. If we're faking this couple act, we need commitment. Commitment how? Everything real couples do. Otherwise people sniff out the lie. His mouth crashed over mine, short-circuiting my thoughts. Though clueless about who'd possibly expose us, I tearily nodded agreement. Still, when my shirt hit the floor, I squeaked. Is this method acting really necessary? Not that I minded, but are we absolutely alone here? Jason muffled my mouth with his palm, glancing meaningfully at the ceiling. Honeymoon suite. Assumed surveillance. Tonight solidified my status as a bottom, thoroughly wrecked against every surface. Jason growled hot in my ear. Play your part, sweetheart. Tell the cameras you're crazy about me. Between breathless affirmations, he bit my shoulder. No more public teasing. Those bedroom dance clips stay between us. You've no idea how many nights I watched you in our dorm, testing my self-control. Afterward, I hesitantly whispered, you know this complicates things, right? You acted pretty convincingly back there. No one would doubt it. Jason pinched my cheek. You weren't half bad yourself. Looked properly slutty. I decided to keep pretending to date Jason. If we're gonna queerbait his brothers, might as well commit for life. Getting paid while making out with a hottie? This deal stacked in my favor. Just as expected. When I checked my account, our shippers were back in full force. Paparazzi got shots of us entering a hotel. The comments section was flooded with please please please. But with Jason's financial muscle, this place wouldn't dare leak anything illegal. God, queerbaiting's such a riot. Though I might need an ice pack later.